Welcome to this video. My name is Christian and from and Premiere, and in this episode titled Ball of Magic Fire, the characters are faced with a mysterious and sinister new threat that sparks panic throughout the town. The episode opens with the consequences of the previous events with the cicadas. Throughout the episode, we also see Boyd discovering the haunting melody that seems to have a powerful effect on everyone who hears it. This melody becomes a central focal point as the characters try to decipher its meaning and unravel its symbolism. The music seems to be tied to the terrifying events happening in the town, raising questions about its origin and purpose. Also, something really interesting, and that is Tilly's knowledge about Fatima's pregnancy also raises questions and suspicions.
But I got my eye on you!
Without any explanation, Tilly seems to have information about Fatima's situation, making us wonder if she may be the mole. As the episode progresses, we see the characters trying to navigate the dangerous and unpredictable circumstances they find themselves in. The threat of death looms over them with the notion that falling asleep could be fatal. This raises the question of what would happen if they cannot find a way to stay awake, or if there's any potential solution or strategies they can use to ensure their survival. However, from what we saw, the cicadas hurt anyone, even though if they're awake or asleep. While the episode doesn't provide clear answers,
Why am I not surprised?
they leave us with a sense of anticipation and curiosity. What will become of the characters? Will they find a way to overcome the new threat they're facing? Something that we have to wait until the next episode. And most importantly, what is the true nature of this mysterious town? We have a lot to discuss on this episode, so let's begin. In this episode of From, the characters find themselves in a race against time as they grapple with the consequences of the new cicadas and the chilling message shared by both Elgin and Kenny in their dreams. The phrase "they touch, they break, they steal, no one here is free" echoes in their mind, intensifying their fear. Tension rise among the group as suspicions emerge about possible infiltrators or moles. Randall raises doubt about Donna's involvement, suggesting that she may be part of the secret experiments conducted on the townspeople. This adds a layer of paranoia and tension to the already stressful situation, forcing the characters to question who they can trust and what secrets are being kept from them. As the episode progresses, we see Boyd's frustration and desperation intensify. He confronts Randall about his role in their plans, leading to a heated argument and causing Randall to make a dangerous decision to escape the RB, causing the death of the character. With the constant sound of the melody in the background, all the characters' fear and the paranoia continues to grow. They must contend with the possibility that this melody is somehow connected to the monsters and the darkness that haunts the town. Will they be able to stop the melody and find a way to protect themselves and the people they care about? There are many significant moments that set the stage for the next episode and provide valuable information for us to consider. One of the most impactful moments revolves around Tabby and Jay's discovery of the lighthouse. He recalls her dreams back in episode 9 about she in a tower, and this connects to the lighthouse, connecting that the children trapped in the tower may hold the key to their salvation, and this revelation gives hope. But of course, with everything that's happening, hope is
No hope. There's no hope here.
The characters are confronted with heart-wrenching loss and unanswerable questions. Chris's fiancée Mary tragically passes away, as we get to see, leaving Chrissy devastated and in need for support. Boyd, who has been positioned as a source of knowledge and guidance for the group, is unable to answer or provide the assistance that Chrissy needed in that moment. This scene highlights the limitation of Boyd's understanding and knowledge, and he's forced to accept with the harsh reality that there's some things beyond his control, leaving us to question whether there's truly definite answer or solution in this mysterious town. But also connecting to what we're gonna see in the next episode, we are gonna see Boyd without any answers. So what's gonna be his solution? In the RB, tension escalates between the Randall and the characters, where they have become increasingly unhinged with his ideas and theories, as well as the monsters in the town. So I enjoy that part of the episode. Now, Boyd wanted to use the bio they extracted in the previous episode as a weapon against the creature when they're gonna go ahead and escape, only to discover that it doesn't work and that it has no effect. I was not expecting that at all.
Why am I not surprised?
The realization that the extracted vial does not work as anticipated raises many questions about the true nature of the creatures and maybe about the potential solution that we're going to see in the future episodes. The characters, as we get to see, are searching for alternate strategies and grappling with the possibility that there might not be any solution or any easy answer. In the RB, Boyd has a profound encounter with his deceased ex-wife in the episode. Something that I was so confused about this. The characters face the reality, and this reunion with his lost love is intriguing. The presence of Abby provides many questions about the possibility of what we're seeing and if it's connected to the music box. The connection between Boyd's internal struggle and Sarah's earlier observation about the forest feeding off fear becomes something to think about. The forest depicted as a force or evil force that preys on the fears and pain of the residents seems to have a deep connection with the town if it draws strength from their collective trauma, creating a cycle of fear and tragedy that is in all the characters. Something that I'm going to go ahead and discuss in a future deep dive, but the intriguing theory regarding the town being compared to a spaceship. The metaphor comes from the conversation between Christy and Ellis, where they discuss the concept of pregnancy and how strange and magical it is, but also how Christy mentioned that pregnancy is weird no matter where you are, and that the whole process is like a magical fire. She describes how the world, even the parts we think and we understand, is really just one big mystery floating through space around a giant ball of magic fire. It's really just one big mystery floating that keep us warm from a million miles away. But here is my theory, and that is a possibility that they're in a spaceship floating through space, something that I thought I will discuss it in a future video. The comparison highlights the question where it's just like a spaceship from it's contained in a unique environment with its own set of rules and origins. It suggests that there may be more to the town that meets the eye. Moving to my thoughts about this episode, I have to say that I feel disappointed with this episode. It was more setting up episode 10 than really giving any answer that we already knew. We get the answer of Elgin's dream, and that it was the boy in white who told him about They Break the Steel, the song and the melody, and we discovered that it's nursing song, which I'm gonna go ahead and discuss about that. But overall, it didn't really move the show forward like I wanted this episode to do. So the final moments of this episode is with the concern where Julie lets out a scream, hinting at the possibility of her life being in danger. This cliffhanger leaves us on the edge of our seats as we await the next episode. Question if she's gonna have the same fate as we saw with Mary. So that's really interesting. I don't want to think about it because it makes me sad just seeing Ethan cry, Jim and Tabby. So let's see what happens. Also, something to discuss in this episode is the intense and emotional moments that we had with Kenny and Sarah. The episode reveals the depth of Sarah's guilt and her pain she has for her past actions, leading to her to contemplate taking her own life. The tension between those two characters is obvious when Kenny confronts Sarah about her role in the death of his father. He holds her responsible for the pain and suffering she caused the family, leading to a heated exchange of words and accusation. This was really good in the episode, not gonna lie. However, what it did to the story more than showing how crazy Sarah is, except the forest feeding of the fear, the minds showing more about how Sarah feels. Okay, so going into the music box, where now she said about the town feeding of fear, something that connects to what Bacta said when she recognized the melody played by the music box as an old nursery rhyme. This suggests a connection between childhood fears and the haunting presence in the town. The repetition of the phrase "they touch, they break, they seal" in Dream, as well as now when Bacta knows it, is often associated with children, and it raises many questions about the true nature of these beings and their intentions, and how Elgin explains that it was in his dream when he saw the boy in white. The connection between Mary, a nurse, and Christy, a doctor, it adds an intriguing layer to the story. They both have a background in healthcare and may have a unique perspective on the events unfolding in the town, and this connects to a unique perspective. Another intriguing point is Tabby lost bracelet, which I discussed in my recent video, where she lost it in a hospital. So this is connecting on this nursing theory, and why does it mean? Something I'm going to discuss as well is how in the town we have seen a nurse with old clothes, so this connects to the song. So the pieces of the puzzle begin to unite slowly, but something I want to go ahead and discuss, and that's Tilly and her potential role as the mole within the group. Tilly initially appears to be a helpful and compassionate member of the community, even being happy when she feels rain. I'm going to do a separate video on that where I know that she's a mole. And some clues suggest that she may be hiding information or getting information for someone else. This raises many questions about how she knew about Fatima's pregnancy before anyone else. Like how? Doesn't make sense. Behavior throughout the series has been suspicious, I have to say. She often seems to have been observant and listening to others, silently taking in information without revealing too much about herself. This kind of behavior could be interpreted as gathering information for someone else, possibly acting as a spy. We will have to wait and see. So here's the information that we have on episode 10, a Once Upon a Time question mark, where Tabby believes in the children's importance will likely drive her action and decision. It hints at a potential solution to the darkness and hints that the resolution may lie in going to the lighthouse. The episode is going to provide a glimpse into Boy's state of mind, his fear, and uncertainty about the situation is going to intensify, and he begins to question if he has run out of answers. But that's all the information that we have from episode 10 and 9. What are your thoughts on this episode? I loved it. I enjoyed it. I wanted more. But thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, one. And also, hey guys, I appreciate it if you leave a comment and like this video. I woke up today at 4 a.m. to this video, so I appreciate your support. Bye-bye, one.